It's the Memphis Sports Network. WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett Memphis, WMFS FM and HD1 Bartlett, WMFS Memphis, ESPN 790 AM and 92.9 FM ESPN.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time. Take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. We're having trouble right now because we just got prizes in here. David Best just brought in a nice
really
little
nice
towel here.
and I'm going to need it today.
Company. Yeah.
I am going to need it today because, hey, come down and see me at the Batesville Civic Center. Beginning at 2:30 will be the American Crappie Trail Tournament final weigh-in this afternoon.
Yes.
Yes, we've got rain. Yes, it's wet, but we're going to be indoors at the Civic Center, and somebody is going to win a brand new Ranger boat this afternoon.
Wow. Okay. Well, I hope we got a trailer with it, so do they get a trailer with those?
They get a boat, motor, trailer, trolling motor, and a graph.
And carpet and all that other
I'm going to tell you something. It's really a nice boat.
All right.
It's an RT-188C Ranger boat, fully loaded.
All right. Well, we got a guy on the phone right now that I think this company has probably donated more cane poles and fishing poles than anybody in the world. We've had 67 Mid-South Junior Fishing Rodeos over the years. Just completed another one this back on June the 10th, Free Fishing Day. There were cane poles. I hate to tell him, but I brought some more out of the box out there with all the little lures, the little line and the bobber and everything that goes with it. The one and only company. I think there's another company in West Point, Mississippi, but I can't remember the name.
Well, this is the one that counts.
Let's don't get him too carried away there. Jack Wells, our good friend from B&M Pole down in West Point. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning to everyone. Hope everyone's doing well.
Oh, we're doing great. And I know, Jack, that before we jump into your interview, and we just had Will Primos making the Hall of Fame, the Outdoor Hall of Fame down in Jackson recently, and we don't want to kiss off somebody else, but a good man from you guys, John Harrison, also went in. And I know John is he's done a lot for B&M Poles, hasn't he?
He has. John's legendary.
Yes.
John grew up in that part of the world, fished Grenada all of his life. Started out fishing with his grandmother when he was a child, and John's he's got that unique gift. You can be in the boat with him, and you can run by a stump, and you can jig that stump 4 or 5 different times, leave nothing. He comes up in the back of the boat, first time in the water, he's landing a fish. It is almost as if they just give up and want to just jump in the boat and call raise the white flag and just jump on in the boat.
Well, he's part of that B&M family, and that's what it is, isn't it, John? John?
It is.
It's a family.
We've got a number of pro staffers out there, but we refer to them as family. And, we're a family-owned business, so, that kind of dovetails in. And we think a lot of these men and women that are out there, whether they're guiding or they're tournament fishing or whether they're promoting, at a retailer or something like that. We view them as our family. We have very, very little turnover on the pro staff.
That's right.
I would like to think it's because of the family atmosphere that we foster.
Jack, we've had here on Outdoors with Larry Ray, we've had Ronnie Capps, we've had Sam Heaton, Whitey Outlaw, and each and every one of them has said the same thing.
Yeah.
It's all family. And, of course, I'll be seeing Sam again this afternoon. He's in town for the American Crappie Trail Tournament at Sardis Lake. But, you guys continually look at how you improve the products you all have and come out with new products. That's an ongoing thing, and you utilize your pro staff to help you out there, don't you?
Absolutely. They are the eyes and ears, at the lakes. They are the ones that are either informing me about new techniques to catch crappie, or they're the ones a lot of times developing the new technique to catch crappie. So,
right. And a lot of people
they are invaluable to our organization.
And Jack, a lot of people know of B&M for crappie fishing, but you guys have come out with a fine line of catfish poles
that's right.
for bumping and for everything else. Hey, tell our listeners a little bit about your catfish pole line.
Well, it was a market that we entered probably about 4 to 5 years ago, and our goal is very similar to what we do on the crappie side as it relates to product development and pro staff. On the product development side, we want to find, obviously, the fishing from the bottom and that sort of thing has been done for generations, but much like crappie fishing, catfishing has a lot of new techniques. You just mentioned the bumping technique. And what we try to do is find, the techniques that we believe are up and coming, and we try to get out on the leading edge of those. And our pro staffers who employ these techniques will tell us, we need this rod a little bit stiffer, or here's what we need action-wise in a rod, and here's what we're doing with it. And we've just kind of taken, we've really just used the same template that we've used on the crappie side and applied it to the catfish side, and we've been very blessed.
Well, you look at your pro staff for that, and I think you said my primary role is that of a coach. So
that is correct.
To have these guys like George Young, Kerry Long, I'm looking at all the names here that I know of, have heard about, and everything. And they've jumped on board with you guys in the catfish side, and I look back, and of course I'm old and ancient, but when Buck Simmons started this thing over 70 years ago, let's see, 1948. Wow, man, 1948.
I was 1 year old.
I was 5. Okay, so
you'll
never catch me unless
you're old.
I know that, but look what this has happened. And I know, Jack, when did you take over your position now as president?
In July of 2000. So,
all right. Look at that.
The end of my 17th year.
We'll talk about that, the transition of the company itself, because, and I will, people, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a prize on next week's show, Outdoors with Larry Ray. It'll be my call-in show. That's next Saturday, July the 1st. Hard to believe. What does B&M stand for? And
I know.
It stands for, Jack, tell them.
Brooms and Mops.
Brooms and Mops.
Yep, the Broom and Mop Company was formed in 1948 by Woodrow Wilson Simmons. Now, many people called him Mr. Will.
Yeah.
Mr. Will was Buck Simmons' father.
Okay.
Buck actually represented the second generation of ownership. But we started out in 1948 when Mr. Will returned from his service in World War II.
Yeah.
and he started making brooms and mops.
Y'all have never thought about changing the name to Fishing Poles or something like that? I mean, it is known as the B&M Pole Company.
It is.
But if anybody ever knew that, look back, and I don't know what Buck's dad would think about what's transpired with your company. It's amazing, and
I think he would be very proud.
And you're still where you are. I mean, you're basically, a lot of folks. I did a story one time. Well, that's ancient ago, but about West Point. It's amazing what goes on in West Point, Mississippi, as far as industry-wise.
Yes, sir.
And you guys are right up there. There's another little company across the street from you that we mentioned, Mossy something or another. I can't remember the last name.
And there used to be a company there called the Herschel Clock Company.
There was a boat company there, too.
Herschel. Now, does anybody know
what the Herschel Clock Company
made for the fishing industry?
All right, here we go again. This is quiz. Jack doesn't have to answer this.
Yeah, that's a tough one there, Ron.
All right, tell us. That's another one for next week.
Motor Guide Trolling Motor.
There you go. Motor Guide Trolling. Okay,
Yep.
That's what I was thinking. Motor Guide. Okay.
Herschel Clock Company.
Okay. We'll get back and what's coming out, Jack? And I know that Ron knows this. ICAST is coming up. What do you guys? You're always trying to. I've got some. You got the duck command. Those kids, I'll tell you, Jack, we can't just get 6 anymore. Just give me 1 so I don't have to worry about the other ones that didn't get them out at the fishing rodeo. Those duck commander rods and reels. And now we've got over here, we've got the crappie. What is this we got, Ron? What is this that Buck sent me? That Jack sent me. What's that rod and reel there? It's there waiting on you. Look at it. That's the
Bucks.
That's the
crappie spinning rod, and I got to tell you, it's a
wow. Is that lightweight? Yeah.
Not only that, it's balanced so well,
and you can't get enough Sam Heaton ones out there. They can't make them fast enough.
Yeah, I got to tell
you, we cannot.
So what's he's still waiting for that, but he's going to have to drive to West Point for that, okay? Because he has to go. Oh, if he went to West Point, he'd have to go and look at Mississippi State's campus, wouldn't he?
He would, and I would force him to, personally. I'll take him on a tour.
Shoot me again.
What's going to happen?
Hey, Jack,
you guys got something coming out? ICAST?
We do. Actually, the product that you just mentioned, the Buck's Crappie Spinning Rod, we're actually going to combo that with a really nice reel, and that will be an item that we're introducing at ICAST.
Okay.
We've got some additions to the catfish line. We've got a fantastic line of catfish tackle, whether it's hooks or swivels and bumping rigs. I mean, really good stuff that we actually had it in a couple of retailers early, and it has done very well. So we're pretty excited about that. Terminal tackle and that type of thing has not been really in our strike zone throughout the history of our company, but it's something that we're moving more and more into, and as long as we're developing good products that the retailers want and the fishermen want, we'll continue to do so.
Well, that'll be a sideline, and Ron will be out.
Save me some time there at ICAST, Jack. Love to visit with you guys, get some video interviews, and talk about these wonderful new products you guys have.
Yeah,
absolutely. We would love the opportunity to talk about.
Well, he's got a new vehicle he's riding around here. He wants to take everybody for a ride at ICAST in it. So I think it's got Ron Wong on the side of it. Hey, Jack, thank you, buddy, again for all the good stuff that you guys do for Outdoors with Larry Ray, and we'll stay in touch, and I'll try to keep Ron Wong under control, okay?
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Let me also add a thank you, to you guys. I mean, outdoor communicators and folks who are helping talk and teach about the outdoors are such a very, very critical part of our industry, and we would just, we would like to let you know as a manufacturer how much we appreciate your efforts.
Well, we'll come down and see you.
The great world of the outdoors.
Yeah, we'll come down and see you after ICAST when you get back from that big deal, okay?
That sounds fantastic.
All right. Thanks, Jack. All right.
Y'all have a good day.
All right. Jack Wells of B&M Poles.
You know, Larry, we ought to take a road trip down there.
We? Yeah, okay.
And,
Can I ride in your car?
You know,
We'll take John Gordon.
Well, yeah. And
big enough to take 7 or 8.
Well, you know, I
and
know
we could
you
eat
didn't
7
want,
or 8 times.
I know you didn't want to buy the gas to go down there, so I'll pay for it and we'll go.
It takes gas? Okay.
And John can go, too.
And the 4-cylinder is.
And we'll even take David Best, and he can
busy.
look at the B&M stuff.
Yeah.
When we go around, we're going to go to Little Dewey Barbecue in Starville.
Well, that's a good place. I've been there. Yeah. Oh.
All right, if you're going to take me to eat, I will go.
We got to get out. Let's take a break. Come back. David Best is in studio, and this is the best part of the show for David. So we'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
You can find